Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Extra Hot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. It's Thursday. I hope everyone is doing great, guys. It's a day after CPI or US CPI. Things were going crazy, but not really as we expected, especially on the indices like Nasdaq. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. What's really happening today? We're still not done. We still have something again quite similar to CPI. But before we go there, let's go on this CNBC and see what do we have. I see that everything was just circulating around actually interest rates cuts, because when we talk about CPIs, it's all about inflation, and inflation goes hand in hand with the interest rate. So I see here now they say someone actually from let me just read this for you. Fed likely to cut rates before ECB or Bank of England. Actually, they say they think that they're going to cut, US is going to cut the rates before ECB. Do you see that? So that's good. Actually, I like that because it means that that thing of cutting the rates is still on the table, even though the news are not actually in our on our favor. You see that? So you can see everywhere it's just this news, China, whatever. China will remain the world number one, whatever. So we know about stuff like that. Now things might not really go the way we want, but we know that one way or another the market has to go up, but we have to deal with this market movement. So when we go on the calendar, you can see that sometimes this analyst on these big channels like CNBC and Forex Factory, I think they do this knowing that they're going to trigger the market, because previously we see that the news, or let's say the figures, were a little bit higher. It was 0.4, 0.4, 3.2. Now their estimates, they say it's going to be 0.3, 0. Everything just going down like that. And just because the market is going to look for this forecast, as long as the market is going to differ from this, that is going to move the market, you see. And I'm talking about this because it's only 0.4, quite similar to what we got last month. The only one that is different that I can say, yes, this one is bigger, it's CPI year over year, you see. So we can see that it increased from 3.2 to 3.5, which is a little bit aggressive, but it's not really that crazy important because this is year over year. It's understandable. It's not similar to month over month. So if these numbers are going up very quick monthly, then that is going to be a problem. But in 12 months, to me, I can say yes, that is not really much of a problem. So yesterday also we had this interest rates, but this CPI actually made us to forget about this interest rates. So we also had a smaller conference later on, but today around 2:15, we have interest rates from Europe. Another one is going to be core PPI. This is going to be aggressive also. But you know what I hate is, if you check here on the previous forecast and actual, this is estimate. They estimating that this number is going to aggressively go lower. Quite similar like here. So I don't really like that, because it's like they know that the market might not really reach there. So why do they estimate that this number is going to go crazy like that? So now it means the market might still be in favor of the dollar, because just imagine here, if we get 0.3, the same as what we got last month, PPI month over month, and if maybe we get 0.4, even though it's going to be lower than last month, but it's still going to be a panic, because as long as it goes above that estimate or their forecast, on forecast, it's just like they're just guessing. Yes, they do their investigation, but it's like weather. We think we did our investigation, we think it's gonna rain. If it doesn't really rain, then the market starts to panic. but actually it means we don't really look at the actual numbers, because we have previous numbers that shows that we don't really see much of a change, but the market will still panic, you see. But with this, I think they just do this, they're just willing to make the dollar to go stronger, but we will see, maybe things will be going down. So this is going to be aggressive also. And around the same time, we're going to have unemployment claims. I like that we have this. Maybe this will cancel each other if this doesn't really go the way we want, right? And we also have conference around quarter to 3. Then on Friday, we don't really have much, but we have sentiment here and the month over month GDP from GBP. So that's what we have. I think today it's also going to be aggressive. It's going to be aggressive day. So I think it's enough for this. So guys, for those who wants to join our team, we have a limited special. It's actually on a popular demand because people want that special and they always talk about it, mostly when they talk to me. So you know what, I will just place this thing here. Then you will see that you can scan that QR code. Let me know if you want to be part of the team. Remember, it's limited. It's limited. It's not like it's going to last for the whole month. So whenever I feel that, okay, maybe 10 people or 20 people joined, then I can go back to the normal price, you see. So without wasting any time, we can just go on our analysis and see what's really happening. I'm trying to make sure that I send this analysis quite early. And before we go there, guys, thanks to everyone who actually subscribed to this channel. Especially I see that there is a flood coming actually from Nick's channel, and thank you very much guys for supporting the channel. So let's go actually on the analysis. For those who want me to recommend them the broker, I recommend Exness. Check my description, you will find Exness broker. Remember, you can't get bonuses there. You can't get bonuses, just pure trading. So but it's very good broker, guys. You can withdraw. The withdrawals, they are very quick or very fast, so you can actually use that. You can trade Nasdaq with 50 rands or 20 rands. You can trade gold with 20 rands. That is like $1 or $2. So which means it's very safe, especially when you are able to play around with the lot sizes, and you can still also increase the leverage or decrease. So you have that freedom, and it's well regulated. And this video, it's not sponsored by anyone. I don't really work with any broker, by the way. I don't really work with any broker. If there's any broker that wants to work with me, and if it's a really regulated broker, just let me know. Tell me. I'm willing to work with something. I'm willing to recommend a broker that works. Not like maybe a broker that doesn't really work, just wants the clients, you see. So now we are on Eurozar. What's really happening? We can easily see that, yes, the market was going up, very nice. So I can say on a daily time frame, this thing is quite visible. This thing is quite clear on a daily time frame. We can see that we had a very proper uptrend. You can see from, if I do something like this, you can see that we had a proper buy. We had a proper nice uptrend. Unfortunately, the market just did what? Around number 6 there, we can see a nice breakout. So on that, we did draw our resistance supports there. Then we were waiting for a breakout. It did happen, but the market reversed after. So yeah, that we'll see what will happen. But I think the market will end up continuing. Remember, we have interest rates around this, or you can say 14. It's 14. It's 2 or 14. 14 around quarter past. No, not quarter past. Not quarter past. It's 14:44, I think. 45. Quarter to 3. I think it's something like that. You can go check on that calendar. If it's not quarter to, it might be quarter past. I forgot that time. So as they're not going to increase the rates, we might see the market going down. We might see that reversal. Remember, when we have this breakout, it shows us that, you know what, we are now starting to go on a downtrend. We are now starting to go on that downtrend. Yes, the market might reverse here and there, but the market, it doesn't really go to it's not actually breaking anything or any previous resistance, we can consider that still a downtrend. Unless if the market gets out of that structure, we can say, okay, maybe the market is changing that direction. But for now, we will say we are still actually on that a downtrend structure, even though we see something like a reversal. So we are on Euro JPY. You can easily see that the market has been actually going up for quite some time. We are on this nice uptrend. On top there, I think it's quite clear that we have this resistance. So the market might reverse, and when it reverses, we're waiting for the market to reach this support area before we see a very proper buy there around this support. Or maybe the market might end up doing what? The market might end up breaking out of that support area. So I think it's going to be also way too visible or nicely like that on a 4 hours time frame. You can see that yes, we are still continuing with that trend. So now it shows me that the market is respecting our resistance, so which means I'm expecting the market to go a little bit lower. Sometimes the market can even break that diagonal support to respect this area. So we have to use these two lines and say if it breaks this one, we're not gonna jump on a sell, we're gonna wait for this area to be, maybe the market will respect that. If it doesn't, it means we're going to have a breakout, and we're going to say that it's a change of the structure, and that is starting to give us some sell positions because it will be on a downtrend. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that. And yeah, on USD JPY, we saw that for almost like 3 weeks now, the market has been stuck on this consolidation for quite some time. So I've been trying to talk about this area for quite some time, but you can see that it was aggressively consolidating here until we get this breakout. So this breakout is very nice there. So which means we might start to see the market going up. I thought maybe the market was going to fly like other currents, like other events. No, the market was not really convinced that much. But what I like is if you did take this, if you took this trade, you are in a smaller profit, which is nothing. It's not really that bad because this is also 4 hours time frame. So if I go closer, there you can see that we were struggling to break this level. Now we broke out, but just because I was busy with other things, plus this was the news, so you can't just get in anywhere. So once you get in, sometimes the market can reverse. So likely enough, we did enter here, the market started to go up, and maybe when it reaches halfway there, you can start to lock your profits, or you can see that this thing is taking time. And remember, we have the news later on, so there is a chance that we might see a continuation, or maybe the market might reverse. Today I don't really know what will happen on those PPI news or event, right? So now we are on GBP. Let me just remove that. We smashed that also. So you can see that on GBP we have a very nice structure. It's a very nice uptrend, very nice uptrend. You can see that the market was going up very nice. So where we are, we just coming from this resistance. Obviously it seems like the market just reversed, but I don't think we did touch our support area. So sometimes the market can do something like this, but you don't really have to just jump on the market. Wait for it, because sometimes it might trick you like that, and it pushes up, then also aggressively lower, and maybe reaches the support before going up. So we should actually be extra careful with this. So yeah, on top here you can easily see that we have a very nice resistance. So as we are still on this uptrend, we just looking for buy positions, so which means we might wait for the market to reach this area before pushing up, or we have to wait for a breakout. So once the market breaks out, it creates new support. So you know that we're supposed to buy on this new support, right? Then we can buy above that. So that seems to be trying to create a new structure. But for now, we just need to wait and relax. So we'll see what will happen. We will see what will happen. So let's push to the next one, which is Bitcoin. Guys, for those who wants to do payment when they join the team, just know that we also have Bitcoin, or let's say crypto. It's accepted, so don't really think twice. Just talk to me if you want to join with cryptos. So we also have mentorship, which is $350, And if we have a special also here. If you want to join this mentorship, it comes with 12 months VIP signals. So on this VIP, it's not only just VIP guys. It's not like those other groups when we just say it's VIP. I give you some solid stuff in there. So I will be showing you the way we send the signal. So now we are on Bitcoin. You can easily see that now the market is pushing up, and it's been doing that for quite some time. I like the fact that it's clear that this is a proper uptrend. We've been talking about that. But also on top here, we have this valid resistance. So will the market break out of this area? It's possible because we can see that we are on this uptrend. So the market might actually create a nice breakout here, and you can see the market is playing around 70k, 69k, around that. So breakout is gonna happen. And if maybe PPI is gonna go lower, that will be good news, because every economic news that we got, it was just positive. If we get some negative stuff there, that will be great, and I hope maybe we're gonna get that, right? Maybe we're gonna get that. So we're waiting for that breakout. Yes, there is a chance that the market can still break that support if things don't really go well, but it seems like Bitcoin is like seriously on demand. Things are just flying. So DXY, dollar index, dollar indicator. If the dollar is stronger or weak, you will see it by DXY going up or down. You can see that we have a proper structure there. So we have this nice resistance there. You can see that yesterday, or we can say yesterday actually, the market actually broke out. We can see, I think that is clear. The market actually broke out of the stronger resistance. So the question will be, is the market trying to retest here and go up? I am not really sure about that, because this breakout means that the bullish structure is still very strong. So which means, yes, we might see that continuation of that buy. But just because we have the news later, few hours, in few hours, things might change. But at the moment, beside looking at the news or looking at the calendar, yes, that to me is a proper breakout. So there is a chance that the market might continue going up. So which means that it's clear that the dollar is gaining that momentum. That is way too clear. So if we push it like this, you will see that the market already is creating a sort of a retest there. A consolidation structure. So I don't know if maybe this will just consolidate and go up, or maybe we'll end up going down. So we just have to wait and see. You can see this nice bullish structure there. It was because of CPI. So I think maybe today it's PPI. Let me see, is this one here? If I click that, you will see it's PPI. We can see that. So, but it seems to be reversing. It's fine. We will see what will happen with other pairs. So now we are on Euro USD. Now, you know what? I have to focus on the structure, because I can see that uptrend is no longer matter. So now we have to focus on what we have at the moment. So we can see a very nice push there. A very nice one. When you learned about this trade, sometimes trading the news can make it's just going to be way too easier, because even if you did not really know much about this news, just look at these areas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look where the market reversed. It was already on a resistance, so it wasn't actually a surprising thing to see there. So when you sell, then the market was just going to go crazy. Going in your profit if you were selling around that level. And unfortunately, I did not really send this signal, unfortunately. But I will show you what I sent, right? So yeah, we are still on this nice downtrend. I'm expecting it maybe to reverse. I think this is a proper support area. Later on, we're going to have the news from Euro. So I am expecting this to go like that, continue like that. This is what we saw like before. You see that? I'm expecting something like that to happen, or maybe the market might end up breaking this support area and creating something like that, it will start to be an aggressive downtrend if it continues breaking this area. But on this type of a move, I think a reversal will be welcomed before we look for a continuation of that trend of that sell. So on this one, it's called GBP. I think you still remember I was talking about something like this, right? So we had this smaller uptrend, then the market broke out. We started to have this ranging structure. I did send this signal, but I think maybe Monday, I don't know. Yeah, something like Monday. I will show you in the group. So if maybe they were still holding, or maybe they were still placing those pending orders, I am expecting that they did smash. I just don't know if maybe they did smash that, but that was not really a loss. So if maybe you are part of the group, let me know if you did take this GBP USD. So at the moment, I think it's time for me to upgrade or to do what, to modify my structures. So you can see that I've been using this structure there, or this momentum, as an uptrend, but now it's clear that we need to change, we need to move on. So let's move on. We can see that around this level we also had something, you see that. So let me see, let's move on, guys. Let's move on with our structures. So I'm just going to draw something like that, and I say yes, let's touch enough candlesticks. Let's copy this, copy, something like that. So now we have a very nice structure like that, you see that. So this is what we have. So which means, yes, I wasn't wrong when I was saying we're selling, but even though I was just following this trend, I was still going to get it right, because already I knew that we were on a downtrend, even though I did not really start drawing my lines from those areas, right? But for now, I just want to make it clear for you. So it means if the market is bouncing back, we might have something like this going down, or sometimes the market can even reach this area. So which means we're gonna adjust our trend. So which means we are still on a downtrend, even though we can get that reversal. So let's push to the next one. Which is actually gold. What's really happening? We can easily see that gold has been flying, guys. Gold has been on a very aggressive uptrend. I tried to identify the structure so that we can get in this trades, because we've been waiting for a proper structure, but there was nothing seriously solid about the structures. But we tried to actually identify those structures, but they make sense. This is a proper uptrend, but really aggressive. So when we go closer there, we can see that even though we had a positive CPI, we know very well that gold can go crazy on this news, but nope, not this time. Even on the NFP, that was not really very important for gold to move. So it shows us that, you know what, this pair or this gold is still aggressively on this buy side. This buy momentum is still very strong, so which means we might end up seeing the market going up, especially if maybe PPI is gonna be negative. Today I don't really know what will happen, but especially if those numbers they're gonna go down, we might have a proper buy going even higher. You see that? So let's push to the next one, which is US30. So on US30, we can easily see that I'm still stuck on this structure. Yeah, I'm still stuck on this structure. You can see that we are on a proper uptrend, guys. We were on a very proper uptrend for quite some time now. So around number 6, you can see that we have a proper breakout. But those structures, sometimes they can confuse. Because what we have, if maybe I can draw some few lines here, you will see that we have something like this. We had something like that. Or let's say this was a resistance support here. Or if we continue pushing to that side, you can see these structures, they start to make sense. This is another structure. So also this is another structure. So someone can say, Kenzo, that is something like this. Don't you see that? That is a proper downtrend. Yes, I see that. But just because I don't really focus on other things, which means my strategy still tells me that once the market breaks out like this, we have to look for a proper horizontal support, which is very close. And the one that I see and the market did try to respect, is this level here. And if we draw something, we end up getting this zone. And now it seems like the market is trying to break, but that to me is not really a proper breakout. So once the market says, Kenzo, we're going down, then I will say, you know what, that is a proper sell. And then I will start to say, now we are on a downtrend. We tried not to jump on the sell after we see this breakout. You can see we had a breakout, a very nice one there, but we can't just jump on a sell immediately. We need to get out of this. So we don't, it's not like maybe this area I'll have to check this one. No, we just check the one which is very closer. But with this structure, you can see that we also have a structure there. So the market might still move like this and go down. That is also possible. Or maybe the market will end up going up. And if the market does that, this will be called an adjustment. It was not really a fake breakout, because you can see that we have this, and now this. I'm starting to think twice. You see that? It might move like that. It's possible. I'm not saying it's going to do something like that, because we can see that the market is trying to reverse there. So once the market is trying to reverse, it means we might see a nice buy, or maybe the market might try to come back to retest on this level. But since we are having this structure, we will wait and see if maybe the market will end up continuing. Simple as that. So let's push to the next one, which is Nasdaq. I think we're going to have a very nice buy there later on, but we just need to wait, because we're not fighting the market. We're not fighting the market. It's not like we're missing anything, because sometimes things might go crazy. So now what we have on Nasdaq is quite straightforward. Yes, we did have CPI, but my structures are still solid. You see this structure. This consolidation structure, you can see, or ranging structure, we had those structures for quite some time. You can see, and we had the news. Just imagine now it's April. How many CPIs did we get in this? So many. How many NFPs? How many PPI? Retail sales? So many. But you know what? Most of them, they were not in favor of the of Nasdaq. They were mostly positive. And at the end of the day, the market was resilient. So sometimes when we talk about the news, you just need to understand that it doesn't really matter much when you don't really understand. Whatever that is happening now, it's already the past. It's history. Yesterday's CPI, it's actually something that happened in March. It's already old. That's why sometimes the market doesn't really think about it that much. So we can say the market price itself to that price. So once we have those results, the market is no longer entertained with that. The market just wants a bigger surprise, you see. But if it's not really a bigger of a surprise, it's where you're gonna say, I saw the news were positive, but why did the market not break my support area? We have a proper support. We have a diagonal support. Why did the market did not break that? Because the market respects the structures. Or we can say the news or one economic calendar doesn't really have enough momentum just to break the overall structure or trend. It doesn't really have that to change the overall trend. Because if you count from November and now, maybe it's 5-6 months. If you count that, how many economic news that we had which were actually in favor of the dollar? So many, but the trend is still going up. It's defying whatever that we see as some news. So if you start to understand the news like that, that is going to help you, and just to understand, not only to rely on the news, because the news is actually something that already happened, but the market cares much about what will happen next. What can we expect? We expect Fed to cut the rates. That's what we're expecting. So whether now we have this positive or negative, it doesn't really matter, as long as we're going to have the light at the end of the tunnel. That's fine. It's like you now. If you are struggling in the market, do you care? No. You're just waiting to see something. One day it will start to happen. And that's what matters. So we can say this is the process, quite similar to what we do now. Things might not really go very well, but we know that 2 years later, you're going to be a different person. Simple as that. And even this structure is going to be a different one. And you see where we are on 18K. maybe by June this will be on 25k or 30. It's possible. You see, only two positive news, the market will be flying. So yeah, I'm still bullish as long as the market is still on this uptrend. It's not like maybe I'm just saying, oh, the market is gonna buy forever. No, I'm just following my strategy. So if the market breaks out, I will say yes. The strategy tells me that once we see this breakout, that will start to be what? A downtrend, and we're gonna look for those sells. So we don't really have to confuse ourselves, right? I don't really, I actually follow the market. I don't just guess and start do stuff. I wait for the market to show me the road, then I follow that. Like the trend, the market showed me that it's going up, and I followed that. So now we are on S&P 500. What's really happening on S&P? We can easily see that yes, this is quite similar to Nasdaq. We have this nice uptrend. The market created something for us, sort of a support there, and yeah, it's a support. So you can easily see that yes, the market is doing what? The market is actually adding some very nice support that then we will end up going up. So around these areas we have this smaller resistance, but at the end of the day you can see that the market is very resilient, regardless of this positive stuff going on. Once the market on this S&P 500, we are very close, quite similar to working to USDT. If the market breaks this area, we out. We will say now is that time for us to look for a sell, because we are playing around the support. But this can also be a very nice buy. We can still have a very proper buy position. Simple as that. So don't forget to smash that subscribe button. I will be placing my my poster here for those who wants to be part of the team. And don't forget that $48 is not like it's gonna be here forever. It's just because people want that. There are so many people say, Kenzo, I need to join that. I saw 123, 123. I understand that, guys. I'm coming from South Africa, so not everyone's gonna afford those reasonable prices. But remember, just because we offer you some serious value, it's not like we just need to take prices to go lower, because time is money, guys. Time is money. So let's see what we sent this week in the group, in our VIP signal groups. So you can see yesterday we had a sell. This is what we sent in the group. In the group, you can see USDJPY. That was a buy. Mostly I send with this. Sometimes I don't, but 90% of the time I send with this structure. You can see here. I also sent where you can buy, the stop loss, the TPs, and if maybe I feel like the market is going up. And guys, just learn to lock your profits. And this, I think it was previous. No, I don't know if it's after the news or before, but I will check that. You can see this is S&P 500. I was looking for a buy. Nasdaq already it's on that profit, and S&P 500 that it might bounce back, and we're still on that. So let's see. And I also told them something here on the voice note, which I can't let you to listen. You can see here we're expecting the market to go up or down. You can see that it was before the news, by the way, CPI and stuff like that. So you can see that we are actually I know that this is enough value for what you're paying. So whatever that you're paying is not really that enough, guys, to just get these nice things here, you see. But anyways, this is for you, and I like the support that you're giving me here. So you can see I just want to see if I did send that GBP USD. Oh, I did send that. You can see that I wasn't lying. Do you see that? I said that is gonna go down. I just don't know if maybe they were still holding, because I think this was around, let's see, maybe Monday. When was this? 9 April. When was 9 April, guys? Let me check. When was that? Calendar. 9 was Tuesday. Oh, it's not really that far. Today is Thursday. It's only 1 day ago. I thought maybe I sent this a long time ago. You saw that GBP USD went lower. Check this structure, and then let me show you what is GBP doing at the moment. It might be trying to reverse. You see this? Do you see that? Guys. Guys, you see, we send the value. This is value. So anyways, thank you very much. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. See you on the next one. Bye.